What is up, guys? Taiki here. And yes, I got rugged. Okay, I got rugged. Look at this chart, right? Like, started for like $3 or $4, right? Like, nice price movement, and bam, right? Just bam, right? Straight to Hades Town. A 93% down candle in the hourly chart. That's pain. That's pain, right? Like, I was actually staring at this while it happened, and I was like, what is going on? You know, I think this is like the second time I've been quote unquote rugged. The first time was like Tomb Finance. That was painful, right? I felt really bad about that one. And then this time, I held a token. Yeah, so I mean, first of all, like, okay, so let's talk about what happened. Let me give you some background because I guess this is like the DMT token. You probably don't know what the hell this is. You probably shouldn't need to know what this is. You should like go about your life, just enjoying life, right? But basically, this was a token. It's like this GameFi project on Arbitrum, and this is, I think he's like the dev, Mr. Smoothie Williams at Smoothie 420. For some reason, I thought that was a very trustworthy tag, so I bought some tokens. And yeah, so basically, there was this airdrop contract that was exploited, and there was this dude or this entity or whoever was able to mint 12.3% of the supply of this token and just started nuking, right? Just like market sold, in like $10,000 clips. And the devs, right, responsible devs, they were like, oh no, like that's not good, right? Like we as devs should not allow that. And then they pulled all the liquidity, right? So I think it had like $2 million worth of liquidity. Now it's at 3.2K. That is definitely more than what I put in. So that's not good. Okay, that's not good, right? That's definitely not good. And by the way, let's set the record straight. Like, I am not promoting this project or this token, right? This is more of like a humorous video, okay? Like, just letting you know, because I feel like a couple weeks ago I said I'm gonna start making weekly videos, just so hey, like I should be responsible. Let's try to do weekly updates just so that people can keep up to date. It's a bear market, or I mean maybe it's not a bear market. I feel like we're in a recovery year, but there's not much going on, because if you look at the Bitcoin, right? I mean, look at this, right? Like nothing has happened, and quite frankly, like nothing has happened since like mid March, other than like meme coins pumping. So I just like wanted to create content so that people can keep up to date with crypto, right? And I feel like usually my videos are pretty serious. It's like well prepared. I make slides and whatnot. But today I wanted to make a more casual video, I suppose. Sound quality is bad, really bad. Echo is killing my hearing. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it's not. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at the analytics. 2023. Like every time I upload a video, I lose subs, which is fine. Like I totally understand, right? Because there's not much happening, and I guess every upload is like a reminder to people that crypto exists, and people don't like that, right? And I feel like GMXV2 EIP 4844, like super exciting updates for me personally, right? I think that's something I'm really looking forward to. Do people really care? Probably not. And I really don't blame anyone. So you know what, like when it comes to content, I'll just make this. I have no script for this. I'm like, I got rugged. Like, that's probably good content. So let's talk about this. So what did I say? So okay, so it got So someone was able to mint. It got dumped. The team pulled liquidity. I guess that's what happened. So let's talk about why I decided to put money in this. And to be honest, maybe it was not a great decision. In hindsight, it's 2020, right? But okay, let's talk about it. So basically, it was like this GameFi project on Arbitrum. It's called the Sanko Dream Machine. Hold up, I think I'm trying to. Let me lower the audio. They have this game. Let's wait for the load. And I was like, you know what, like it's from the Milady community, and Miladies have gone up a lot recently. And what was it? Elon Musk tweeted about it for like whatever reason. The floor is at 4 ETH. I heard that some of the Milady people were the ones that created Pepe, right? That meme coin that went to like $1.8 billion. So like, you know what, like maybe it has some potential. It has like functioning game. I think I chose Michael Jackson. So I'm playing as Michael Jackson against, I don't know what this is, like whatever this thing is. Yeah, like I said, I'm not promoting this project, right? The game barely even works. Okay, can you hold up? I think whenever I run OBS, which is like the software I use to record a video, the entire thing lags. Okay, let's. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm jumping around and I'm trying to. Michael Jackson's going crazy, punching this guy. I mean, basically, right? The game the game does not work. The game does not work. Yeah. So this is what am I doing with my life, right? What am I doing with my life? And I think. Yeah, so the team, so Exploiter was only able to sell like 150K of liquidity, team pulled out the rest. So they're gonna like drop a new token. I hope it does well, but like I said, like, is it gonna do well? Probably not. So like what the hell? Yeah, I mean the entire thing, sometimes I feel like in crypto, it's like, people ask me like, what do you do for a living? And sometimes I ask myself the same thing, okay? Because what I do is I'm on Discords, right? Like I'm like scavenging the Discords for any type of alpha, which usually doesn't exist. And then, I'm on Twitter all day, like looking up random things, trying to find important or interesting ideas. And then, whenever I do find something interesting, I get rugged. Okay, so like that's kind of what I do for a living. So, like I don't blame anyone for unsubscribing, to be honest. But like I mentioned, there's not really much going on in the markets right now. I hope there's a term called Schadenfreude or Schadenfreude. It's like deriving pleasure out of other people's pain, and I feel like like that's kind of cool. Maybe I already mentioned that. I went to a brewery like half an hour ago, so I'm a little tipsy, so maybe like that's why. But let's talk about some farms, okay? Why not? I think I have some I have some tabs open. So you're in Finance, right? We all know this project on Optimism. Can you see that? You can see that on Optimism. You can deposit DAI, ETH, Tether, USDC. Look at those yields. With $1 million of TVL, that's gonna get diluted. But hey, that's pretty good, right? DAI. So I think it's 18% paid in DAI. It's like a what is it? It's like a yield farming vault, right? They have like various yield farming strategies, and it pays in DAI. They take a 20% performance fee or something, and there's also 17.37% paid in the OP token. Yeah, so this will definitely get diluted after I publish this video, but that's cool, right? That's kind of cool. It's a cool farm. Trader Joe, right? Ask Joe. You can stake Joe on Arbitrum, get paid 10% APR, paid in USDC. Now that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. You got all these tokens. They convert the fees into USDC, and they paid out every couple of days. I feel like that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. And other than that, like I said, like there's not much going on. I feel like generally, we're just consolidating. And I was looking at, I feel like a lot of people compare the current period to like that of 2019, which kind of makes sense. I was kind of looking at this actually. In 2019, I think a lot of people think that we're kind of in this area, right? Where we went up a lot at the beginning of the year. Let's correct, put in like maybe a minor bounce, and then just kind of like less volatility throughout the year, maybe some down, maybe some up. Remember the shape, right? Up, correction, small bounce, sideways, we're kind of doing the same thing over here, I think. Yeah, so up, down, small bounce, and then kind of sideways. I mean, my base case is that I think we're in this recovery year. I don't think we're going to see new lows. I don't think we're going to see new highs this year. Generally, I just want to be exposed to crypto because I'm bullish this asset class. I understand that in pairs like this, it's really boring. There's not much happening. And that's what kind of why I've been saying, hey, like I think LP tokens like GLP, Mux LP, Try Crypto are really important positions, especially when there's more uncertainty in the markets. People fear a correction. People don't really know what's going on. So if you look at things like GLP, it pays 10%, which isn't like that crazy, but it's better than holding cash in my opinion. And I think even Mux LP, which I've talked about on my channel a couple times, it pays. I don't even know. I mean, I think the yields are higher. Let me kind of refresh. Yeah, the yields are kind of higher. I think it pays like 40% this week. But this updates every single week. And I think given that the volumes are low, 40, So starting on, I think this updates every Thursday. So starting Thursday, it's gonna be like 20% containing Ether and also Mux, which is like not that bad. And I think for me, I still like perpetual dexes. I think they're really good at keeping TVL, maintaining TVL. If you look at, let's see. Yeah. So, like, even though there's like less volatility, right? Bitcoin's up a little bit today, and volume is picking up a little bit. Whoops. And, like, generally, I feel like in this type of market, especially with like, less liquidity, people have a higher bar for what type of asset to hold. They want something that pays a yield if they do decide to buy something. And I think these LP tokens are generally good. You get exposed to majors, you pay some, you get paid in Ether, right? TVL is relatively sticky. Also Mux, right? Volume has come down significantly, right? That's not great. But TVL is up only. So as soon as there's volatility, I still think that, these perp dexes, their metrics are going to look really good, right? Like imagine, like tomorrow, like we put in like a green candle, right? We're going to see some people FOMOing into the markets, right? Like levered long, there's maybe like perma bear shorting it. Or, if we see like a downward candle, right? We're going to see people leverage long in the dip, or FOMO shorting the breakdown, right? Whatever they expect. So I still think perp dexes are going to do well in this environment. I don't really feel that uncomfortable holding things like GMX. I think they're great assets, especially with V2 coming up. So that's kind of my view. But more importantly, right? I got rugged, right? So that's great, right? Woo, right? That's the, like first it happened with Luna, and I guess it happened with this next. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Crypto, very slow, not much happening. So I think in this environment, I think it makes sense to LP. It's not fun, it's not exciting, but from a portfolio management perspective, I do think it makes sense to just, think about LP tokens. I think, for the next 12 months, it's going to outperform cash. So I would much rather hold LP tokens over cash. Of course, I still like holding cash, right? Because, like having just cash be liquid, right? On chains like Arbitrum, Ethereum allows me to ape into new projects like this, where I just like lose everything in like within 24 hours. But hey, like that's part of the utility for things like USDC, right? So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week, I suppose. And hopefully I don't get wrecked next week. So bye-bye.